starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Paul against Morant. Paul with the bucket.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
And here are the Grizzlies. 4-point game. And here's Morant outside. Bane, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bane. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Dialed in from deep. I love watching Chris Paul read defenses and take what they give him.
Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Driving to the basket. Offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Morant. Gets another look. And it's laid in by Adams.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
To the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Pass to Adams. Now Morant. It's tipped. Paul with a steal. Here we go. All alone. Bridges passes to Booker. That one no good. Great D that time from Bane. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Morant against Paul. The drive by Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And Morant no good on that one. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Bane. Jackson with a screen on Booker. The 3 from Bane. Drills it from deep.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable 3-point option.
And Booker with the jam.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
From deep, Bane. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Left side Bane. Pass to Brooks. Takes the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bane. Count it. Booker's got 6.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
And Booker with the jam.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Morant. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter. And then Morant with the dunk.
You gotta be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
The drive by Paul. 3-pointer, Bridges. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis trailing here. Jackson with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. He buries it from 3. He's got 7.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
Out to Bridges. The three is up. Another three for Phoenix.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Paul against Morant. Back to Jackson. The ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Five to shoot, and so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Outside for Booker. Here's Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Over Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Ayton hits them both. 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Adams with a screen on Paul. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Paul. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now?
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him. Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
And here's Morant. 9 points in the game. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Second chance effort. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. No good on the shot. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker finds Bridges. Paul with it. Outside Booker. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies shooting just 38% for this game so far. And then Morant with the dunk.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Paul from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Paul's got 8.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. From deep. They grab their own miss. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Paul. Back to Jackson. Lets the three fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
It's Booker on the wing. He launches a three. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Here's Paul. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Outside Booker. Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant finds Jackson. Booker with it. He's picked up by Bain. Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Here's Johnson. Pass to Paul. Fires for three. Knocks it down from distance. Paul's got 6 here in the corner.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bain. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Oh, Adams with the block.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Booker. The rebound by Jackson.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The Suns on top, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. tied with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Memphis shooting 36% for the game. Not great. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Booker. And here's Johnson for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the 3. Booker's got 6 here in the quarter. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, BA, he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Here's Jackson. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Bridges finds Paul. And that one drops for him. Paul's got 13 now.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
From deep, Bane. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Sends it home from 3-point land. Memphis has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Fires from deep and stolen by Bridges. And they're on the break. He goes up and it's Bridges with the jam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Drops in the 3.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
An open look for Booker. Again, the Suns good for 2.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
Bane finds Jackson. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Oh, my goodness!
Watch out! I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
The Suns have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Outside Booker. Pass to Ayton. Over to the wing. From deep, Johnson. Brooks with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
They get it again. Outside for Morant. The 3 from Bane. The offensive rebound. from behind the arc. That one doesn't drop. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Booker, good.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Suns on top, delivering the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing, and it's Morant in at the point guard position. Brooks outside. Three-pointer, no good. And the Suns shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Bain against Booker. Puts up a 3. And the basket by Bain.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Outside Johnson. Back to Booker. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Steven Adams.
Second personal.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Phoenix.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Morant with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. From downtown, Morant, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Booker. Off target with the 3. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. The 3 from Bain. Jackson finds Bain. Lets it go from deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker, good.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
The 3 from Bain. The 3 drains the triple. Bain's got 6 here in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Outside Paul. Launches a 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he nails the 3rd. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
Booker, no good.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
And that one's good.
The mid-range game is something Steven Adams has developed. Gives the defense a different look.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Bridges with it, guarded by Morant. Bridges passes to Ayton. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfect. perfectly positioned to throw it down.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
It goes on Chris Paul. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And the shot goes.
A skilled shooter like Desmond Bane also loves playing inside.
Pass to Paul. On the take. From deep, Johnson. They get the rebound. Out to Bridges. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Brooks. Three-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Booker. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Morant. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Paul finds Booker from deep three-point range. Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant from deep. That shot off the mark. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's Booker. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Booker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Ayton, and Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Outside, Towns. McDaniels passes to Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Back to Bridges. Ball against Russell. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Bridges for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards looking it over. Dishes it to Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bridges kicks to Booker. Suns moving the ball around, and it's good. 2 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's Towns following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Towns finds Russell. Clock at 6 from deep 3-point range. Kept alive, Minnesota. Gobert the pass to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Suns leading by 6. Booker with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from 3-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Edwards can't hit. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. They grab their own miss. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
And he sinks the second. Timberwolves trail by 7. Russell kicks to Towns to the inside. And it's Russell in the corner. The dish to Towns. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And stolen by Russell. And so it's the Phoenix Suns headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team. Here they are.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. So it's Phoenix now after the basket by Minnesota. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Booker finds Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 7 points.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The layup off target.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Booker inside. McDaniels defending. No good from Booker. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Russell finds Edwards. Outside, Towns. Pass to Russell, and taken away by Paul. Johnson down low. Towns on him. A slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, Bridges, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Edwards passes to Towns. Outside, Russell. Back to Towns. Good good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 6 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Back to Johnson. Here's Ayton. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Suns ball.
.55 seconds left in the first half. Goes up again.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Russell passes to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Paul kicks to Booker. Looking to get it going. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Devin Booker.
That's on Jaden McDaniel.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Gobert finds Russell. Over to the wing. Pass to Gobert. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
Your Suns, 32. The Timberwolves, 26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. Gobert with the block. Here's Ayton. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Towns.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
It's stolen by Edwards. Passes it to McDaniels. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Up top, Edwards, defended by Booker. 3-pointer. They get it back.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Edwards finds Gobert outside Towns. And there's the pass to Gobert. Poked away and stolen by Ayton. Down low, Towns with the steal. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Bridges. Minnesota again turning it over. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Phoenix leading by 6. Inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now, here is Russell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they recover it. Here's Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Towns, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stolen by McDaniels. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 13. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Out to Russell. Back to Gobert. And they get it. Outside Russell. The tray. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Paul. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here is Edwards. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
And now Minnesota on the fast break and taken away by Paul. Here's Ayton. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Ayton's got 10 points in just the second half.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Russell finds Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Paul with the ball. 6 points for him. Ayton a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Traps in the tray. Booker's got 11 points.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Suns leading by 18. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. No good from Booker. Minnesota shooting 43% from the field. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Edwards against Booker. Kicks to Johnson. Fires from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Out to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And the shot is long.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Booker with no one around knocks down the 3-ball. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 19. Towns for 3. Edwards against Bridges, and that one is good. That's 12 points for Rudy Gobert.
Not a whole lot you can do. Even when Gobert is under pressure, he finds a way to finish.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Here's Russell. Over to the left wing. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. He dishes it to Towns. Back to Gobert. There's the feed to Towns. No good on that one. Some solid defense from 8. Here's Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can...
Oh!
Wow! Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. For 3, Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The drive by Russell. Can't connect from short range. Suns leading by 16. Launches a 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
3rd team foul.
That's on Jaden McDaniel.
At the line.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Russell finds Edwards. And the rejection by Ayton. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Paul. Another shot. Johnson left side. Booker outside. Bridges against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. A nice shot by Booker.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Phoenix.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
No good from Booker. Now the Timberwolves with it. Paul with the steal. It's hauled in by Edwards. Right side Towns. It's hauled in by the Suns. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Edwards defending. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Smack clowns with mad style.
of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Edwards for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Outside for Morant. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Bane. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Now Edwards. Back to Towns. Gobert finds Towns. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
The free throw drops for Morant. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season.
Oh, wow!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Russell attacking. Pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here's Brooks. Outside Morant. And there's the drive. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Yep, count it.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Russell against Morant. Here's Adams. Brooks from outside. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. To the inside. And they'll get another chance. Gobert passes to Towns. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Brooks finds Morant. Here's Jackson. There's the triple. He drops it from range.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on Bane. Back to Towns. That shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Memphis leading. Now here's Morant. Kept alive. To the left side wing. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Here's Morant. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 9.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Brooks finds Jackson. Right side Morant. 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
No good on that one.
John Morant at the line for 2.
Good on the second one. Gobert passes to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Towns against Jackson. Towns passes to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Edwards has got his second basket.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns on a screen. Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. The 3 is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Stolen by Russell. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Russell finds Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bane. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Oh, stolen by Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Bane against Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Russell against Morant. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves trail. The kick out to Edwards. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Gobert's got his first 2 points. Well, the Grizzlies shooting the ball at 43% from the field.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the 3-point contest, and consider in the regular season 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Kicks it out to Jackson. They need this. Hits the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Morant against Russell. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Morant missing. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the 3-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Edwards finds Gobert. Outside Russell. To the middle. Here's that's something else, man.
Beautiful.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Here's Morant driving to the basket. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Out to the right wing. And it's Towns.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tuck, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And it's Morant again missing. Minnesota's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Towns with the ball. Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Pass to Bain. Morant with it. Guarded by Russell. Jackson the screen. 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-5 run. Oh, the swat by Adams. Brooks outside. The 3 ball. They get it back. Over McDaniels. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy.
The Grizzlies 21. The Timberwolves 29.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the court for Minnesota. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
That one's no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And it's Brooks missing. Minnesota's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Adams inside. McDaniels covering. Offensive board. And here's Morant outside. Here's Brooks. Pass to Bain. Launches it. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Grant is willing to do the work.
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Morant, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks This game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Russell against Morant. And they get it back. Outside Bain. The three. Knocks down the triple. He's got himself on the board with a three there.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Edwards for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From deep, Bain. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14. Edwards with it. Checked by Brooks. McDaniels finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Outside Bain. Oh, deflected. Jackson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the layup is good off the glass. Towns has got 16 points.
I mean, there's no aspect of the offensive end of the floor that's problematic for Towns. He's a 3-level scorer. His team understands he's in rhythm. It's looking easy for him right now.
Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his 2nd season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Looking to end this cold spell. Edwards pulls it in.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
The shot by Towns, no good. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' 2nd season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top 2-way players in the league.
Towns finds McDaniels. Misses from close range. Well, the Grizzlies shooting a rough 29% from the field here. And it's Brooks missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Now Towns. Back to Daniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Desmond Bain.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
For the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniel.
It's both from the stripe. And here's Memphis. It's a 16-point game. Morant. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
The first one falls. And Morant drops them both. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now from deep. Bain. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards with 2 seconds left. Unable to get that one. And so it's Minnesota, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They hold a real...
Please give a big round of applause.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And it's Brooks missing. Well, the Timberwolves shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Edwards. Misses off the left iron. And the Grizzlies with possession here. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And Russell, here we go. McDaniels from long range. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
Shot's good by Morant.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Tipped. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. Edwards finds Russell. And he gets it to go from the high post. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Russell. Now here's Towns. Defended by Jackson. Count that bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Outside Edwards to the paint. Here's Russell. And a nice finish on the layup. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work. Not bashful.
Morant missing again.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight. Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Edwards finds Towns. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Out to the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here we go, all alone. And then Morant with the dunk.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
A minute and a half left in the fourth.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Russell. And here's Minnesota now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's McDaniels. No good, a bit long that time. On the wing, Brooks from the arc. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Knocks it down from distance.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
No good from outside. Pass to Towns. From deep. From outside the arc. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this...
I smack clowns with mad style.
keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
On the wing, Bridges. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Now Morant following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now here's Booker, 4 on the clock. Johnson finds Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing. Morant surveying the D. Adams sets the pick for Morant. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And it's Morant missing. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Paul passes to Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Paul. Beyond the arc. And it's Morant missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker the pass to Ayton. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane kicks to Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Booker. That one no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. Morant passes to Bane. Jackson looking it over. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant kicks to Jackson. All against Morant. Adams in the corner. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight, and Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns miss again. Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Morant kicks to Bane. Brooks the pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
Jackson against Ayton. Bane passes to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker with a deep 3. They can't stop the run with that one.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. That's unfortunate.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Much insight to you from the Grizzlies in this one.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Home in the paint. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Booker.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant flies in. A rebound by Johnson. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Paul against Morant. To the paint. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Here's Adams. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
And the pass to Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. The putback, and Johnson is right there. Johnson's got his first basket.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Jackson. Adams with the screen on Booker. And they get it back. Morant outside. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Bridges finds Booker. And Adams sends it back. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant passes to Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Morant. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. The second chance effort, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
You got to love Devin Booker, the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standings.
Adams' shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Booker with a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
Screen by Adams. Grant. Brooks with no one around. Upside Jackson. And stolen by Ayton. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Memphis.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
Johnson with a screen on Morant. So they take the lead. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Jackson down low, defended by Paul. Jackson misses. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Booker finds Paul. Back to Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Brooks from outside connects from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Jackson a screen on Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Bridges shot, good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime.
Grizzlies, 22. The Suns, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
How about the authority from Moran? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And it's Morant missing. The Suns leading. Bridges dishes to Paul. Back to Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly. obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as a 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There, you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Now here's Morant following the shot by Chris Paul. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. The Suns trailing. McHale's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at McHale's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Now, here's Johnson following the miss by Ja Morant. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bain. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Paul, and stolen by Ayton. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bain finds Jackson, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Phoenix. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
So he gets them both. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 1. Booker, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Morant against Paul. Here's Adams, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, but made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Memphis trailing here. Passes to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Adams has got 8 points.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Pass to Paul. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot, and Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brooks kicks to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Over Booker. Memphis the rebound. Adams the pass to Jackson. Brooks with a screen on Johnson. There's Jackson with the 3. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game. Johnson the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Phoenix ahead. Lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And taken away by Paul. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Hits the three-point bomb. Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Here's Morant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Booker. And Adams sends it back. And they'll get another chance. Paul dishes to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And another shot. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant passes to Jackson. Payne for 3. Pass to Brooks. He dishes it to Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Morant heads for 2, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And he makes the first.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Morant against Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Both free throws good from Morant.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Booker, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside for Jackson from deep. Up top, Morant. Defended by Bridges. Morant passes to Jackson. Adams with the screen on Johnson. Jackson. And with that shot, the Suns lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Adams.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Here's Booker. Feeds to Ayton. It's stolen. It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Adams sends it back, and they're able to recover. Ayton kicks to Paul. Goes back up. Back to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Brooks outside. Memphis moving it around for 3. And Adams with the slam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Outside, Bain from past the arc. Ball against Morant. Over Paul. They get the rebound. Out to Brooks. Puts up a three. He doesn't hit that one.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Booker with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. In the corner, it's Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. 5 on the clock. And here's Brooks from outside. Lets it fly from 18. He can't hit that time.
Come get it, come get it.
So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one...
I smack clowns with mad style.
down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Outside for Booker. Fades away. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's Minnesota now. Russell to pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Bridges passes to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Booker's shot is good.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Outside Johnson. Left side Booker. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
It's an even 3-on-3 break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Both free throws good from Booker. And Booker is a guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Towns with the ball. He's guarded by Paul. The shot by Towns, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Bridges. The kick out to Johnson. Now Ayton. Outside Booker. There's the drive. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Ayton hits them both.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
He sees the taller defender, and he just gets more aggressive.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Paul with the block. On the break for 3. Booker sinks the tray. Booker's got 9.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Booker with the jam.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. That 3's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
3-pointer, Bridges. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Short find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Ayton, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Towns with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. It's Booker on the wing. McDaniels covering. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Bridges passes to Johnson. Clock at 6. Outside for Booker. Driving inside. With 1 on the clock. They shoot again. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Gets stolen by Johnson. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Suns ahead. They lead by 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Phoenix? Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Edwards with it. Wing shot on the way. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Edwards got 5.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Paul. Bridges against McDaniels. The kick out to Paul. Fires the 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
It's impressive what an enduring talent Chris Paul has been. A lot has changed around the league, but CP3 is still doing his thing and leading his guys to success.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Booker. Rebound Minnesota. Pass to Russell. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. He's guarded by Paul. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. He was all over that play. He knew exactly where they were going with the ball and swiped it away.
Here's Ayton. And it's Gobert with a rebound. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, BA, dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived. Ooh, an aggressive move, takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Just relentless off the drive. Booker is so strong.
At the line for the Suns.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Outside Johnson. That's tipped and stolen by Edwards. McDaniels finds Towns. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Booker, pass to Johnson. Shoots from 14. Here's Booker. Here he goes. Basket counts. Booker's gotten 4 this quarter.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Ayton with it. Russell covering. And Paul gets it to go.
Just simply automatic. Once that ball is in Paul's hands, he is ready to fire off a shot.
Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Gobert's got his first basket.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Ayton inside. McDaniels covering. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
And it's Gobert penetrating.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, ripped away. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Towns finds Edwards. Here's the 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. Takes a 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Booker. He gets it in there. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
It's stolen by Johnson. Now Ayton. There's 25 seconds left in the second period. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
That was sweet. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Shoots over Booker. No good. Misses at the buzzer.
Nice effort from.
And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after the. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Booker. Here's Johnson. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Towns. Goes back up. And Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got 5.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Knocks it loose. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Edwards slams it in.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
The kick out to Johnson. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
Here's Towns. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Paul passes to Johnson from deep three-point range. by Gobert.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Edwards finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Sends it home from three-point land.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got 8.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Russell to pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And that one falls for Towns. And here are the Suns now, trailing by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Booker for 3. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 22.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels a screen. Shot on the wing. And that one's long.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Johnson. From deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. McDaniels up top. The kick out to Edwards. To the wing on the left. Towns passes to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. The Suns have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Booker for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Paul with it. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
For 3, Booker. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. It's stolen by Johnson. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Ball finds Booker. Poke loose. And stolen by Edwards. Right wing. Crowder against Towns. Back to Edwards. The three ball. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns passes to Edwards. Back to Towns. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Towns has got 18 points in just the second half. Pass to Bridges. Here's Booker. Count it. Good.
It doesn't matter what you throw at him. Booker just finds a way to make it go in.
Minnesota in the lead. It's tipped. In transition. Here come the Suns. Ayton passes to Booker. Back to Crowder. Now Booker to take the lead. He takes it in. Edwards pulls it in. Towns goes in. Pass to Russell. Towns a screen on Paul. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Russell. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Ball finds Booker. Crowder outside. Bridges against McDaniels. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Russell. Towns on a screen. Russell, the pass to Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Towns has got 30 points. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. And here's Crowder from the arc. He buries it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And here's Booker. To tie it up. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Oh, it's stolen. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels passes to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. 6 to shoot. Here's Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Russell against Paul. Towns with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. Over Ayton. Towns can't get it to go.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
They get it back. Here's Ayton. Yeah!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside Edwards. Towns on a screen. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Up and over Crowder. And it's in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
I smack clowns with mad style.
collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Hustle with it. Now defended by Bane. Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Whee!
Here's Towns. Grizzlies making the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Here's Towns. Banked in off the glass.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
And Adams kicks to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. To the inside. Here's Russell. And the rejection by Jackson. Tries again. Edwards drives in. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Brooks against Edwards. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Minnesota again turning it over. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Bane. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Goes up on the wing. Bane, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Russell against Morant. He can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. The pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Bane. Adams wide open. Jackson has the open look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
And finished off by Gobert.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a okay. Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting him up tonight.
Grizzlies foul. Jaren Jackson Jr.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Edwards.
The line for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards.
And Edwards drops them both.
and talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Towns finds Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant rides in. And then Morant slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Outside, Bain. Launches it with 4 seconds on the clock. And Morant will lay it in.
Assist goes to
Morant's got 16.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. They kept going to him again and again.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Edwards drives in.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Morant. Oh, that was something else.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Towns kicks to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Deflects the pass. Basket good. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Timberwolves trail by 11. It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks covering. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Here's Morant. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. And a wide open look for Bain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Edwards inside, guarded by Morant. Edwards looking it over. Passes it to Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Morant drives in, and Morant throws it down.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
1:32 left to play in the first half. Morant outside. Off target with his three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Outside Edwards. Towns finds Edwards. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Pass to Bing. Memphis moving that ball around. That one goes. Counted. Morant's got 28.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Outside Edwards. The dish to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Jackson a screen on Russell. Here's Morant. And Adams kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks dishes to Morant. That one doesn't go. Gobert with the defensive effort. 13 feet away. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Second free throw, no good. Morant against Russell. Fires from deep. Brooks kicks to Morant. Nice D from Russell. That'll do it for the first half. Grizzlies lead.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves 28, the Grizzlies 34.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And the rejection by Jackson. Gobert against Adams. Outside, Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Inside. And Jackson throws it down.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Towns.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Morant passes to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And that one's good. Towns.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Russell dishes to Edwards. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
And they double up Jackson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Just 5 on the clock. Adams finds Morant. Lets it go from the wing. Out to Brooks. Jackson passes to Bain. With the clock, winds.
Oh, did you see that? What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
The kick out to Towns. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Morant. He's got 36. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Jackson a screen on it. Lock at 6. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
And he gets the bucket. And that's now 7 points for D'Angelo Russell.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Edwards kicks to Towns. No good on the 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Here's Morant. Smack home, and he draws the foul. A change for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
Here is Russell. He's got 7. Outside, Towns. Here's Gobert. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Grizzlies. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot, so that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns down low. He's against Clark. Russell inside. He's covered by Clark. Towns with the bucket.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Gobert the pass to Towns. Out to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The shot will not fall. Adams, some nice D. Russell against Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Russell finds Towns on deep. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Memphis the other way. To the middle. Here's Payne. Morant surveying the D. He dishes it to Adams. Brooks outside. Adams the pass to Morant. And there's the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's Morant. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Towns, and Adams sends it back. They recover it. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
And good, he hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
You got to be fast.
Look out, here he comes.
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Clark a screen on Russell. Morant passes to Bing. And slam dunk by Clark.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's Towns missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Gobert the pass to Towns.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Memphis.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And he knocks down the first one.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Russell takes it off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Russell with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. The kick out to Towns. Gobert in the corner. Towns, a screen on Adams. Back to Towns. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.